Hello again. In my last video I was talking about how it is possible to get breathing wrong, which is a strange idea but actually something that happens to us a great deal, especially when we start to feel stressed. To understand how to put things right, it's necessary to take a good look at the underlying physiology of breathing, together with the associated neuroscience. With that foundation of knowledge, it's then possible to start to delve into the problem and begin solving it using the essentially quite easy and practical solutions provided by breath coaching. I'm a qualified yoga body breath coach, so what I'm talking about is based on my yoga body training, but also enhanced by my academic background in physiology and neuroscience. So, in my last video, I was talking about how paradoxical or chest breathing can actually make our bodies feel stressed and trigger the fight or flight reaction. Another thing that we are prone to doing, especially in times of stress, is to breathe in through our mouths instead of our noses. The mantra you sometimes hear is nose is for breathing, mouth is for eating. And this is true with the exception of when you're exercising or when you do need to respond quickly to a situation using the fight or flight reaction to gear up your body and keep you safe from danger. The nose is perfectly designed for breathing and therefore has a whole range of features that helps the human breathe. This includes a filter system, so you're able to take air into the body without any particulate matter or contaminants. Also, breathing through the nose ensures that you're able to diffuse the air that you're drawing in, so that the lungs are able to be filled up nice and systematically, falling, opening up and filling up all the parts so that the maximum amount of oxygen can be absorbed into the alveoli, which are the air sacs in your lungs where the gas exchange actually happens. When you breathe into your mouth, however, you lose that valuable ability to filter out the air, and you also bring in the air in too fast, so it's unable to spread out in a systematic way. And this situation becomes even worse if you're already chest breathing, in terms of not being able to open up your lungs fully. Another intriguing feature of the nose is that when you're breathing in, one of your nostrils is actually more dominant in terms of allowing the air to pass through. And it's been discovered that the side of the nose that you're doing most of the breathing through actually indicates the state of your nervous system. So if you feel that you're doing most of your breathing on your right side, your nervous system is actually more likely to be in a sympathetic state, so the fight or flight state. However, if you're breathing more on the left, it is the parasympathetic or the rest and digest branch of your nervous system that is the stronger one. This unusual feature can be used in breath coaching to help nudge your nervous system into a more appropriate state according to the situation. There's no good or bad state of being in terms of being in the parasympathetic or the sympathetic state, so the rest and digest versus fight or flight. You need both the fight or flight and the rest and digest in our everyday lives, in our everyday moments. The key, however, is to have these two states in balance, and stress can throw them out of balance. Essentially, in today's stressful world, the body is more likely or more vulnerable to perceiving threat and therefore going into a sympathetic fight or flight state. So our nervous systems tend to be more reactive instead of responsive. We want our nervous systems to be dynamic so they can handle any situation that arises. We don't want to be constantly reacting, let alone overreacting, to any stimulus simply because we're primed to think that everything is dangerous due to the fact that we're already so overwhelmed by the stress in our lives. You can use breathing to address that stress by rebalancing and teaching or training your nervous system to become more responsive and dynamic. The key with being responsive is that after you have responded to a situation, so you're in the fight or flight, you will fully click back into a rest and digest state in order to recover. That creates a healthy balance, which then promotes wellness. So this is essentially why being reactive is such a bad thing. The body is unable to go back to that state of rest and digest in order to recuperate and heal. So it's never able to fully recover, and that drains away at the body's state of health and wellness. I firmly believe that to maintain our health, it's essential to never underestimate the power of breathing on our bodily state and on our nervous system. I can teach you to use that power. If you'd like to find out more, you can contact me via my website at soothingstressstrategies.com. In my next video, I'll be introducing you to another stress-busting technique with a rather weird and wonderful name: emotional freedom techniques. Look out for it on my Facebook page, or you can find it on my YouTube channel. Bye for now.